members of the board, principal, vice principals, teachers, parents, special guests, fellow graduates, and the entire Mona Prep family, good evening. I am Alexander Franklin, Deputy Head Boy, and it is my honor to introduce tonight's guest speaker, a man whose journey shows us that with hard work, vision, and determination, the Jamaican dream can reach across the world. Mr. Mullings is a successful businessman, investor, and philanthropist who is deeply committed to helping the Caribbean grow and succeed. He is the founder and chairman of the Blue Maho Holdings, a company focused on creating opportunities and investing in businesses throughout the Caribbean. Now, here's the part that may surprise many of us. Mr. Mullings graduated from the University of Miami with his bachelor's degree at just 19 years old. While most teenagers were worrying about homework and exams, he had already completed university. He later earned his MBA by the age of 22, proof that with big goals can be achieved with focus and determination. Born in Jamaica, Mr. Mullings has been raised between Kingston and Miami. He has never forgotten his roots. Through his hard work and philanthropy, he continues to invest in the Caribbean and in young people's futures. In fact, his family has committed millions of dollars towards sponsorships to support students focused on Caribbean development. He has received many awards for his leadership and excellence in business, including the American Foundation of the University of West Indies Chancellor's Award for Business Excellence. He also serves on several important boards in the Jamaica and United States and is recognized internationally for his innovative ideas and leadership. What makes Mr. Mullings truly inspiring is his belief that success is just not about personal achievement, but is also about helping others and creating opportunities for future generations. As we celebrate this important milestone tonight, it is fitting that we hear from someone who reminds us that no dream is too big and no goal is out of reach. Mona Prep family, please join me in giving a warm and enthusiastic welcome to our guest speaker, Mr. David Mullings.
Good night, my Mona Prep family. No. Good night, my Mona Prep family. All right, that's better. Thank you. Wow, I cannot believe that I was asked to stand here tonight. So the first thing I want to do, of course, is acknowledge the organizers of the event and for reaching out to me. I want to acknowledge Principal Dixon. And of course, I want to acknowledge all the parents, the family that is here to support, all the staff, the teachers, everyone who makes Mona Prep what it is. But most importantly, we are here for these people tonight to acknowledge the graduates and what they have accomplished. I want them to laugh because when the organizing committee reached out to me, they did not realize that this year is 35 years since I graduated from Mona Prep, class of 1991. Our graduation was in the parking lot of Mona Prep. So you guys get the big things. And I made sure to find this. My parents have kept my plaque that I got when I crossed the stage in 1991. So this is what we got back then, guys. I distinctly remember grade 3 Davidson, grade 4 Lee, and two of the most important years of my entire life. My name is David Mullings, and I was lucky enough to be in grade 5 Mullins and grade 6 Mullings. And I'm going to ask Auntie Jean, that's what I call her, to just stand up, please, because she helped to shape who I am to this day. And I have to give her flowers while she's here. They did say that I never left Mona Prep, and that is true. I've been back on this campus many times. Over the last 3 years in particular, the football team has seen me. You saw the shirt with the logo on there. Coach Nelson, I call him Vivian. I've known him since the days of Mr. Brian here at Mona Prep. And for those who are worried, we are graduating and you're probably this height. That was my height when I finished grade 6 at Mona Prep. So there is hope. I also did not make the Mona Prep football team. We were too good back then, so I was on the bench. I never played a single game. I went to training, but I was on the swim team. And I want the young ones here to realize that the friendships you've made here will last for life. And I want to give you some examples. Let me see, is Ramon Walker here? So, Ramon, you here? So he did message me and say he was coming. Out of the people that I can count as friends, some of them I've known since grade 2, grade 3. Most of them were on my swim team with me here at Mona Prep. So I want to acknowledge a few people who couldn't be here tonight. My chief operating officer is my brother, a year younger than me, class of 1992. He's the chief operating officer for Blue Maho Capital, so Mona Prep. My head of real estate, Cesar Cunningham, Mona Prep. My deputy chair for Blue Maho Holdings, Kathy Goodall Jackson, Mona Prep. My real estate lawyer in Jamaica, Robin Wong Ramsey, Mona Prep. You understand how Mona Prep has helped to shape my success. Do not forget your classmates. Do not forget your schoolmates. Because when I need to call for some support, I first look into my Mona Prep alumni. Who is doing what, who can help, and they know they can call me. I know that the school in the past has been afraid to call sometimes. Oh, Mr. Mullings, you already donated $500,000 to go and help the netball team, or $500 for the football team. And I've said to them repeatedly, don't be afraid to call. The Mullings name is stamped at the school because of Auntie Jean and then my brother and myself here. So call. One of the key things for me, for these students, though, is to recognize that life is not linear. And you've learned that the hard way. You are a generation that had to go through a pandemic, something that most of us in here never had to deal with. We don't know what work from home and work from school was. You guys have gone through something that indicates you're resilient, and I need you to give yourself a round of applause for surviving schooling during COVID at your age, as very young. I need to admit though, parents, teachers, you need to give yourself a round of applause because you did not know what to do in the first few weeks and you made it work, you turned hand, make fashion, and look at the results on this stage right now. So thank you for what you've done. My wife is a teacher. My father was a lecturer at University of the West Indies. My mother-in-law is a retired teacher. Teachers do not get enough support for what they do. I need to say that again. Teachers do not get enough support. A lot of you got awards tonight. This is not the best that you will do in your life. Tonight is just a start. I'm going to ask you to decide that this is the floor, not the ceiling for your life. This sets the standard where you are going to hold yourself to account. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because you guys have some advantages that I did not have, that your parents did not have. You don't know what it's like to open an Encyclopedia Britannica or a World Book and search for information. You don't know what it's like to listen to the 56K modem dialing up. You finally get on to do some research, this thing called Google, and we're searching. Some of us had used Yahoo, InfoSeek, Alta Vista, and then somebody calls the house line and disconnects you from the internet. You do not have that pain. But you do not know what it's like to get a copy of Microsoft Encarta, the encyclopedia, on CDs, and no longer need to go through those books. You have the world at your fingertips. You can use YouTube to go and watch some videos, or you can use YouTube to learn about the world. You can learn about science and so much more. These things are tools. You have to choose to use them wisely. You guys have an advantage that our generation did not have. The world is at your fingertips. At your fingertips. The world is now flat. I want 3 requests. I'm making 3 requests of you kids, and I'm going to ask you to just jot it down in your brain. Number 1, always help someone when you can. Help is not always treasure, cash. You have time, talent, and treasure. Some of you on here are very talented. I was raised in the church at Church of Ascension, and people like Andy Jean and my parents would have me go and play the piano on Christmas Day at some of the elderly people's homes. That was something that I was giving. I was helping them. It doesn't have to just be your treasure. You can give somebody time. You can help them. And I think it's important that you make sure you volunteer as you go forward. So number 1, always help someone when you can. Number 2, be kind, because you never know what someone is going through. My brother and I had the pleasure of sponsoring the girls' netball team when they were in Miramar 2 years ago. And my brother lives in Miramar, in Pembroke Pines, so we went to go and visit the team. And I'm going to call out the name because it's something that was close to me. I am a cancer survivor. And when we were there, we met a young lady and she showed us her daughter, Zani. And I want to big up Zani because I saw her singing up here. And I remember I was telling Robert the story, and immediately Robert said, no man, get her my number, anything she need here, she can call me. We need to write a little check and help her with that. I was recently on a flight going up to Miami. I sit on the board at University of Miami. I'm the alumni president-elect for the board. Guess who is on the flight with me? Zani and her mom. I don't recognize Zani because of her here. And I said, oh my gosh, where are you going? Oh, we're going down to University of Miami. It's going to be Jackson Memorial, and I need to make a stop. So I said, Zani, you want to come with me and your mom? You want to come with me in the car, or you want to come with me on the train? Train. Done. Jumped on the train. I let my team at University of Miami know I will be late for the meeting. I am taking them to Jackson. I'm going to make sure she gets a train ride, experience it, walk them to where they need to walk, get back on the train, and then go to University of Miami. That is helping someone when you can. And in my opinion, that's being kind, and that's the way Mona Prep raised me. I serve. Please do not ever forget that, because Zane's mom messages me and she remembers that. You may not remember the one person you helped, but I guarantee they will remember the day that you made them smile when they're having a bad day. The third one for you children is to think bigger and never let anyone make you shrink. Do not let anyone tell you that you cannot achieve the dreams you have set for yourselves. Jamaicans, we already lick up, but we're Talawa. But you come from Mona Prep, so we have to think even bigger than that. But I have some stuff for the parents. I have 3 kids, 14, 13, and 8, 2 boys and 1 girl. And here are the lessons that I've gotten from my parents. Number 1, I know the frustrations of being a parent. I know what it feels like to hit walls, to doubt if the effort is worth it. When you have some hard ears, stick broken in your ears, we have those things. But listen to me carefully. Frustration is fuel. Use it. Push through it. Because the world only changes when we refuse to stop. I was taught that the best parents go through 4 phases. First phase, you start off as a caregiver. Second phase, you move on to being a cop. That's what you're about to do when you go into high school. The third phase is that you move into being a coach. They are going to be learning from some other people. You can't keep saying, do this, don't do this. You're going to become a coach. And the last phase is that you become their companion, not their friend, but their companion. Some parents get stuck in the cop or the coach phase. You will have to learn to let go. It is going to be hard. but you're going to have to learn to let go and trust God. Remember that you are moving into the cup phase right now, but you are no longer the only influence in the life of your child. Focus on becoming a good coach and being gentle when they make a mistake. Please be gentle when they make a mistake. A lot of us don't realize as parents that the most time we will ever spend with our children is 0 years old to 18 years old. After that, it drops off very steeply. You want to make sure that the most memorable years with your children are good memories. Please put in the effort. To my teachers in the room, please stay in touch with your students. When they come back and visit, have them speak to a class, touch base with them. If you ever wonder if it's worth it to be a teacher, you just need one student that's going to come and tell you, you know, you changed my life, you did this. All of us have one teacher like that. Stay in touch. Always be available to your former students, even the class clowns, even the troublemakers, because that was also me. Mona Prep was crucial to the adult that I became. This school taught me to serve others. It taught me patriotism, taught me the meaning of friendship. I expect many of you here to exceed what I have accomplished in my 35 years since walking across this stage. And I'm sure that some of you will do it even faster and have more impact than me. Bob Marley said that the greatness of a man is not in how much wealth he acquires, but in his integrity and his ability to positively affect those around him. And I'm challenging every one of us to do that. Positively affect and impact the people around you. I'm going to ask you to pay it forward and to exceed the expectations of every single person that you meet. I want to say thank you very much and congratulations to Mona Prep class of 2026.